Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm coming through with a rainbow set for Pride Month. I know we're pretty much at the end of the month, but I thought as long as I get it in the month, I'll be fine. So quickly, I'm showing you guys the colors I'll be using. We've got a massive mix and match of different companies, different shades, of course, rainbow colors. We've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. And we've got some white as well, some black, and also some glittery gel polish that I'm dying to show you guys. I've had this one in my collection. Oh, this one in particular, the RS Nail 289. Oh my goodness, you're gonna literally scream when you see it. It's so beautiful. It's one of my oldest gel polishes I've purchased, and I don't really use it too often just because I'm not too sure why. It just feels like the silver never matches for me for some reason. But oh my goodness, it is beautiful, 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 beautiful. It literally works like a glitter, but in a gel polish format, which is so cool. And it applies like a smooth little layer as well, which is really nice. So starting off with the set, we are doing, I think we go ahead and do 3 white nails. That's going to be our base color. And the other 2 are going to be that sparkly gel polish, which you're about to see in just a moment. And as usual with my videos, I do go ahead and do the second layer off camera. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. Especially with 2, I think I did about 3 layers in that one, just because obviously with glittery gel polishes, they're a bit it's quite hard to spread them out evenly. So with 3 coats, I think it was perfect. It was covered beautifully, no sheer areas or anything, but it's got the beautiful sparkle, literally like a proper rainbow sparkle. So as you can see now, we've cured it. We've got 2 layers on, 3 layers of the sparkly gel polish. It's in the background now. And here I'm prepping my little sponge for an ombre. And this is the biggest ombre I've ever done in my life. We've got 3, 6, is it 7? I think 7 colors we've got there that I'm ombreing. And yeah, it was the biggest ombre I've ever done, and it was actually so much more easier than I thought it would be. I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna completely flop it. But as long as you kind of maintain the same movement when you're dabbing and you're not moving too much too high and too low, as long as you kind of stay in that one area and just go right to the left, you're gonna be pretty much fine. Obviously, I feel like with these sponge ombres, it is a bit nicer sometimes to go a bit higher and a bit low every so often just to get that really nice blend. But for this one, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna try and keep it just in one area. I don't want to mess it up because, yeah, knowing me, I would completely flop it. And to be honest, it didn't go that bad. The one little downside was that there's almost no pink on that nail. Yeah, pretty much any. There's no pink. So that was one little downside to that nail. I managed to miss the pink, but that's okay. So that has been cured. As you saw, with each dab, I was applying some clear acrylic and then popping it into the lamp and repeating the process until I was happy with the nail. And now that it is cured, I'm going ahead, I'm going to write love on them with some Glitterbels Unbelievable Gels. And the O, instead of the O, I'm going to do a heart on this. We're going to do L and a heart at the top, and at the bottom we're going to have a V and an E. This video is fairly fast forwarded. It was a very long video when I was filming, but I managed to cut it down quite a bit, and it's very fast forwarded. So I'm sorry if it's a bit too quick. When I was kind of editing, it felt like there was literally so much that I didn't want this video to be too long, but I feel like now it's a bit too short and too quick. So if it's a bit too quick, I think there's settings to slow it down, so go ahead and try that if it's a bit too quick, or just, I don't know, keep stopping if you're recreating this video as well. But we're just gonna do that one real quick. And also, just to mention, the reason I also ombre on the white is because I find that on the white background, the colors pop so much better. And usually when I don't have a white background, I feel like I have to do so many layers before I'm satisfied. By so many layers, I don't mean that many. I'm just a bit overreacting here. But with a white background, I feel like I'm cutting my time quite a bit down when ombreing, which is really nice. And also with this ombre method, with the sponge and acrylic, when you apply the top coat, which is about to happen now, it's literally such a dream to kind of see the colors blend so much nicer together. Because I don't know how to explain it, but the top coat almost smooths the whole nail out and just makes the ombre just so sleek looking. So it's almost my favorite part when ombreing, super favorite part, like amazing, love it. So that's that one. The whole set is going to be glossy, just so you know. So whilst that one's curing, this is where it's going to get a bit messy, very time consuming. So I'm going to dip my brush into each of those colors that we've got on our palette, which is every single color of our rainbow, and we're going to do lines down the sparkly nails. And that's gonna basically be our, like, rainbow flag? Rainbow flag? Yeah, rainbow flag. So I'm starting off with the red, then the orange, and also off camera, once I do the one layer and I cure it, I do go ahead and do a second red layer. So just because it was a bit sheer, as you can see even here when I'm applying the orange, it's very sheer, but off camera I do a second layer, so you see the second layer here. There you go. So it's so much more pigmented, which is quite nice. So I just repeat this process with all the colors. I don't show you them all. I think I get to about a green, possibly a blue, and then the rest of it I do off camera. Once again, because the video was just so long and I feel like I cut so many corners that now it's just kind of too short, like it's too quick. Silly me, typical. Sometimes I just mess up these videos, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up that rainbow, and you might find that when I show you guys the whole kind of flag done, that there's like these sharp lines in between each color, but once again, once we apply the top coat, you kind of, those harsh lines or kind of those bumps go away. There you go. So here's you can kind of see like bumps in between the colors, but once I go in with a top coat, it just kind of smooths it all out once again, and it's not so harsh anymore. Or at least it wasn't in person. It's not so like bumpy and like 3D looking, which is nice. And then that will be another 2 nails done. So as together we've got 3 nails now, all nice and top coated, ready to go. So we've got 2 nails left. One of them we're going to do an ombre, and the other one we're going to play about with some crystals. We're just going to do our standard crystal placement, just like a little SC swooshy thing going on. Here on the plate, I decided to do that marble, and here's where I messed up, because I should have had a blooming gel applied, or at least a base coat, and there's me being silly and completely forgotten, just going straight in onto the dry nail. And as you can see, it's not ombreing very nicely, and it's also not kind of dispersing the way I wanted it to disperse. It's just not doing what I wanted it to do. It's supposed to like really nicely disperse into the white and the harsh line, so that there wasn't a harsh line, but now we've got a harsh line. But it's fine, we made it work. It doesn't look the worst. So I kind of marbled the few colors I have there that would work better together, so like the blue, the purple, and the pink, and all the other colors I marbled with the other colors. So we've got the red, orange, yellow, and green. I felt like they kind of matched together color wise. So yeah, this was looking like, this is probably my least favorite nail, although later we're gonna add a lot of hearts, and that's where it's gonna get really nice. So there's that one. It's going into the lamp, and we're going to apply some hearts. And it's going to be hearts going literally pretty much across the whole nail. We're just going to do different shapes and sizes of hearts. And also we're going to add some dots. But this one, I completely messed this one off camera. And the video is so long, and I was obviously clearly cutting corners. So I actually ended up showing you guys later the other nail that I did before filming this set. So I always have one set already filmed, so I know what I'm doing. I like to come prepared. But this is what it was supposed to look like. Can you see where the marble is kind of like very gently dispersing into the white, so there's no harsh line? That's what it was supposed to look like, but of course it didn't. But luckily, I guess, enough for me, I did mess up the other nail, so I had to improvise and just bring in the nail that I already done. So now it's time for the last nail, and this one is our crystal nail. And once again, just doing a simple crystal placement. I love crystals, but sometimes they're a lot of effort. So when you do a set like today where there's just so much going on, I do sometimes just want to do a nice quick little simple bling, and bling is such a big thing. Every time I do a set, I'm like, oh my god, should I like bling it out? Like, I kind of want to bling it out. So even today I actually made this beautiful sunset kind of palm tree vibe, so you'll be seeing that fairly soon on my channel. So just a little heads up, if you're curious, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell just to be notified when that one goes up. That one is stunning in person, it's so beautiful, and it's one of the probably first sets in a little while probably that I didn't bling, so it was quite hard. I literally needed like 10 people to give me some advice whether or not to bling it. But I decided not to, so we'll keep it at that, and maybe I might make another like beachy palm tree vibe set again with some bling, and just take it to the next extreme like I always like to do. Just bling it out, make it crazy, why not? Let's just go mad, let's go to town. So as you can see, there's the big black bow that I've decided to pop in the middle, and I thought that would match really nicely because we've got quite a lot of black detailing with the nail art. And the rest of it is going to be AB crystals. The AB crystals I get are from AliExpress. They come in a big old bag, and there's plenty to play about with, and they're super sparkly as it is. So yeah, love them, 2 pieces. So as you can see where the bow is, I'm trying to kind of put a little bit of a cluster. It's not really much of a cluster, but a bit like 2 crystals next to each other, and then I start to just do one line of crystals. So I'm trying to do the smallest crystals right on the edge of each side, so right at the top and right at the bottom, and then the closer I get to the bow, the bigger crystals I'm using. So yeah, and I quite like using like as you can see, my crystals are quite mixed. I quite like that sometimes, because sometimes it's such a pain to be going in and out of little pots where I've got the different shapes and sizes, and here I can really like mess about, especially when I don't know what kind of crystal placement I want to do. It's so nice to have them like mixed and matched in there. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like it when it's mixed and matched, or do you prefer to have it like super organized and know exactly what size you're using every single time? Because don't get me wrong, I also do like that too. So it's kind of like a mixture. So I do have some sizes organized, and I have that one little pot that's just a mixture. Just a big old mixture. So top coat applied, and here are our final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!